So it seems like everybody's pooping on Jurassic World Dominion, but does it deserve the hate? Let's talk about it. Jurassic World Dominion is directed by Colin Trevorrow and stars Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Laura Dern, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, and a bunch of others. Now, I think everybody can agree that the first Jurassic Park is hands down the best entry in the franchise. And it seems like ever since then, they've been trying to recreate that, but with some failure. I honestly thought this movie was fine, and with how bad Fallen Kingdom was, I was actually kind of surprised they were able to kind of tie it together in the end, even if it was, messy as hell. But let's talk about the plot a little bit. So, for some reason, it feels like we kind of got two movies here. We've got these original characters from the first 3 Jurassic Park movies coming back and reuniting, and while they have their moments throughout the film, their plot has to do with some big grasshoppers, and some things happen with these grasshoppers that don't make any logical sense. They get set on fire at one point in the movie, and they kind of just burn for the rest of the movie, and I just don't think grasshoppers would burn for that long, let alone fly for that long while they're on fire. And the other half of the movie feels like another movie as well, because it's centered on Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, as well as a new character. DeWanda Wise playing Kayla Watts was actually the highlight for the movie, in my opinion. I thought she stole every scene she was in. She had this quirkiness to her, while also being a badass. And another standout in the plot involving the OG characters is Mamadou Athie? I'm terrible with names, but he plays Ramsey Cole, and I thought he was great. But the plot involving Chris Pratt is so sloppy that even the movie makes fun of it. He makes a promise to Blue, a raptor, saying that he's gonna go get Blue's baby, along with the clone girl from the last one, which her name's escaping me. But the more you dig into the writing in this movie, the more sloppy it gets. I mean, we're talking about a franchise that started based on the idea that you're trapped in a park with dinosaurs. And in this movie, they decide that dinosaurs are just gonna roam the world because of the events of the last one. So you're taking away the whole original premise, and then we have to go to this sanctuary area of the world in order to be trapped in a park with dinosaurs. So it's almost like they should have never let the dinosaurs out to begin with. I mean, we do get some scenes that were kind of cool of dinosaurs living amongst us, but it's nowhere near as chaotic as it really would be. I feel like people would just be getting eaten left and right, but they make it seem like we can live with them. It doesn't make any sense. Our entire ecosystem would collapse if dinosaurs came back, and I know that's just movie logic, but the writing for this movie it's thrown together. They try to do something with it, but honestly, it just ends up being the weakest link, and that's why the movie suffers the most. But the original cast steals the show. Every time we switch back to them, I don't even care about this dumb grasshopper plot. I just want to see them interact and have those moments that remind me of the first Jurassic Park. And we do get those moments, but they're very few and far between. But the best thing about this movie is hands down the action sequences. It has some of the best action sequences in the whole entire franchise, I would say. Like, there's this chase involving a dirt bike and Chris Pratt in Italy, and he's getting chased by raptors, and it's freaking awesome. It totally reminded me of, like, Bourne Ultimatum, which is not a bad thing. I love the Jason Bourne movies because of their action and their chase sequences. And these action sequences do make me feel like people could die. Like, there's legit tension there, and it works a lot better than I thought it would. There are some cool dinosaurs in this movie, and some really good dinosaur fights. And I like Michael Giacchino. He does really good making these scores, but this one just didn't feel that special. The only times where it felt special was when it calls back to John Williams' score. But in the end, it just feels like this movie is trying to be something that it's not. Don't get me wrong, I'm just a dude sitting in my room talking about movies, but I feel like it's ridiculous that we've gotten 6 Jurassic Park movies, and I don't feel like any of them have been anywhere near as good as the first one. And they're acting like this is the end of the franchise, but these movies make so much money, I doubt they're gonna stop here. I will say that the third act is awesome. That's definitely the most exciting part of the movie. We have characters from the original trilogy and the new trilogy teaming up, and that's when the movie's at its best. That's when it's firing on all cylinders. But at the end of the day, it was entertaining, and I would say it's probably my favorite one out of the 3, but I do think that the OG characters coming back have a lot to do with that. And so with those thoughts, I am going to give Jurassic World Dominion a 6 out of 10. The action is what makes this movie above average, but unfortunately, it's just not enough to save it from the bad writing. But I don't know what people were expecting with this one. They act like they didn't see the last one. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have you seen Jurassic World Dominion? And if so, what would you rate it? And just for shits shits and giggles, out of the 3 Jurassic World movies, which one of them is your favorite? I'm not gonna ask which one your favorite is out of the whole franchise, because I think everybody can agree that the original Jurassic Park is still the king, baby. If you guys like these reviews, you wanna see more of them, be sure to use GFUEL code DannyD. That'll save you 10 to 30% off your order at gfuel.com, as well as support my content and allow me to keep making these videos at the pace that I do. And also, of course, we've still got some Danny Dorito 23 GFUEL shakers in stock. They are going pretty quick though, so make sure to snag one before they're gone. And if you're somebody who's been eyeballing GFUEL but you don't know where to start, I highly suggest picking up a starter kit. That gets you the Danny Dorito 23 GFUEL shaker, plus 7 sample packets so you can try some flavors. And also guys, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you haven't already, so that any new reviews I upload go straight to you. The summer movie season is in full swing, so stay tuned for more movie and TV show reviews very soon. But until then, as always, stay safe, be nice to each other out there, and I will see you in the next one. Peace!